Welcome to the Exposer. Guys, the videos that I've been putting out is definitely getting noticed. So we have Mail Online who published in the news tonight about Pastor Toby and Miriam Mola. So in the article it says, MP calls for probe into Spac Nation Church of Bling, where ex-gang member pastor forced young worshippers to take out loans, then hand over thousands in cash. So it says they were hailed as the preachers who saved young gang members from a life of violent crime, but now Spac Nation pastors are facing allegations from dozens of ex-worshippers who claim they were forced to take out loans and hand over thousands of pounds to fund the church's lavish spending. The preachers are known for their designer clothes and gold watches, driving around in 150k Rolls Royces and Lamborghini with personalised pastor number plates. But Spac Nation leaders, some of whom are former gang members themselves, have been accused of threatening parishioners who failed to raise enough money, leaving them drowning in debt. One pastor urged her flock to beg, borrow or steal to meet the church's weekly fundraising demands set by the church leaders. The charity watchdog has also launched a probe, and council officials have raised concerns over the safety of youngsters living in 23 houses run by the pastors across London. One senior leader, Miriam Mola, has appeared on TV shows including This Morning and was hailed as a success story who turned her life around after she was jailed for fraud aged 18. But the mosque revealed that 30-year-old Londoner has been jailed in the UK, Belgium and Spain, and was also wanted for leading a crime gang in Italy. Her real name is Miriam Mbula, and she has at least 13 convictions for 34 offences, 27 for fraud and dishonesty. She once preyed on a woman with the Down syndrome daughter to trick her out of more than 15k. Labour's MP Steve Reid, the Shadow's children minister, told the Mail on Sunday, the allegations I have received about Spac Nation from vulnerable young people are truly disturbing. Victims are saying it is run like a cult. I want there to be a full investigation. Scotland Yard said it was reviewing the complaints against the church, which is run by Nigerian pastor Toby Adeboyega, 39, who came to Britain in 2005 and until recently was living in a 2.5 million house in Surrey. The church, which welcomes around 1,000 weekly worshippers, Aroka services held in hotel conference suites, that's a lie about the 1,000 people by the way guys, claims 55% of its congregation are ex-gang members. It was featured in the BBC documentary last year and has been lauded by police and Tory and Labour politicians. Mr. Adeboyega was invited to meet officials at Downing Street and attending the Tory party conference last month, where he sat in a row behind ministers. He recently called London Mayor Sadiq Khan a friend of the church. However, footage have surfaced of pastors telling the flock via video messages that they need to raise hundreds of pounds a week, which is known as sowing seed. In one video, Miss Mola, 30, who runs a Spac Nation house, says, "I tell you what to do with your finances. I tell you where you're going. It's not like you have any options. I need to invade into your private life. We're going to share the bed. We're going to share the finances. You're going to tell me how much you're earning." In another clip, Pastor Alexander Kenlock, 24, boasts about manipulating a 16-year-old girl called Precious into donating £100 a week. He said, "When I said 100 a week, it was like I said 10,000 to her. I said everyone has the capacity to raise, to make £100 every single week as seed." Former members claim they have racked up thousands of pounds worth of debt because of the church's demand, with some alleging pastors helped them to fill out loan applications with fraudulent details to obtain the money. Others say they were helped to set up a company so they could get a business bank account with a generous overdraft facility. Two mothers claim their children were pressured into handing over student loan funds after the church held events on university campuses in Birmingham and Hertfordshire. Insiders allege the church operates in a similar way to County Line's drugs gangs, with each pastor given a line of parishioners who were responsible for raising money. In the leaked video, Kenlock told his flock, "We have got a target of 100,000 this week. There are 50 lines, 50 partners, and every line will raise 2k. We are going to full throttle at it. Nobody should be under 2k level." Videos on social media show senior church pastors dressed in designer clothes and gold watches. A teacher in London said almost 1,000 pupils turned up to one event and police attended to control the crowds. The church also hosts barbecues and football matches. A Spac Nation spokesperson said, "We are aware that people do have financial troubles and have taken out their own personal loans. We have sought to help those who are struggling to manage their debt by way of our debt management department, which is run by qualified financial advisors." He's lying, of course. Any allegations that have been brought to leadership has been dealt with internally. The Metropolitan Police has not formally notified us of any investigation. So guys, you've seen Spac Nation all over the news now. The news went from positive to negative over the past few weeks. And as you guys can see, they're crumbling, they're running out of ideas, and are failing to answer the questions. To a point where now they're lying. Spac Nation does not have a department that deals with debt. That is the biggest lie. So do not believe what they're saying. Right now, the church is very close to collapsing. They've had service all week, and I mean 5 days in a row they've had service, and they have service again tomorrow, because Pastor Toby needs full control of his members 24/7. But the pressure is mounting on them, and the time is coming.